So you found a home you like, but it's being sold as is. What does that mean? You might see a home being sold as is that is run down, that is an investment property that the seller has never themselves lived in and don't want to have any representations or warranty on the condition, and often in bank sales, and we're seeing a lot more bank sales come to market and foreclosures. So tip number one is that even though the property is being sold as is, it does not mean that you lose all your legal rights. The seller still is responsible to let you know of any major defects in the property. So if they know that every spring the basement floods, they have to let you know that. They cannot commit fraud and misrepresent on a property. This also doesn't mean that you can't do a home inspection. You can, and I highly recommend it on as-is properties. You're going to get more informed of what kind of work is going to be involved. And say you discover that, oh, there's mold in the attic and that wasn't disclosed to you. Now you have some leverage with the seller because now that it's known, it's a material latent defect, they have to disclose that to any future buyer. So it's almost in their best interest to work with you on that, and you might be able to negotiate something on that issue. Tip number two, financing and home insurance is a bit different on an as-is property. Both the lender and the home insurance company are going to want to know that the house is safe, that it's habitable, and if not, it could affect if you do qualify for lending or if you do qualify for home insurance. So depends on the issue. If there is no kitchen, then you might not qualify for a regular residential mortgage anymore. If there is a buried oil tank in the backyard, you might not get insurance. And you want to find out those issues before you firm up on the deal rather than after, because then you might be on the line for closing on a property that you can't get lending or home insurance for. So definitely do your due diligence and get that home inspection done. That will help with all of this. So my final tip is that if the home looks like there's been any renovation work or additions done, you want to make sure it was done properly with the right permits and the approvals, because if you buy the home and anything is done improperly, you're on the line now to fix it. So I'm talking things like a basement apartment that's been put in there without the correct permits, electrical and plumbing work that was never approved, a deck that's maybe too close to the lot line, a load-bearing wall that's been removed. All of this will matter when you become owner of the home because you will be responsible for fixing it, and that will be a hidden cost that you aren't going to anticipate. So that is one thing for sure you want to double check. If you found this video helpful and you want some more tips and guidance on your real estate goals, you can connect with me on my website. It's bestontariorealtor.com, and I'd be happy to chat with you.